What's up peeps, Chris here, and today I'm here to end a debate that everybody in VHS community has been discussing, both monster and teen mains. Should the Holy Cross be nerfed? It seems like a lot of people think so, even a lot of teen mains. To be honest, I was one of those people until a few days ago, but I'm gonna tell you what happened. So basically, I was looking up weapons because I'm preparing a guide for teens once the early access comes out. So I went into training where I actually wanted to see which weapons you can kite with and what is the best way to kite with each and every one of them. So all the weapons in the first column are probably the best kite weapons. The rest are actually not that good at all. So I'm just gonna cover those four. We have Cursed Sword, Flamethrower, Raygun, and Holy Cross. After going through each and every one of them, I actually realized something that I didn't see before, and that is that the Holy Cross, even though it seems so powerful to all of us, is the only one that is almost impossible to kite with well. Now let me show you what I think. If you take a Flamethrower, you will only need small spurts of fire because the damage stacks up while you shoot and for a small moment after you stop shooting, which actually buys you more time to walk away from the monster so you can gain more distance, which means you will only need to spend between 8 and 12% every time you fire it for the kite. That means that you can buy a lot of time while kiting. Even if the monster is moving faster like Werewolf or the ward slows you down, you will still have a lot to work with. You only need around 30-ish charges. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's 31 charges to finish the monster off, which means you will be able to kite out the monster at least 5 to 7 times before you have to finish them off with a full charge of the weapon. Next up we have Raygun, and to my surprise this is actually better for kiting than both Flamethrower and Holy Cross. I don't think it's better than Sword, I don't think anything is better than Sword, but Sword does require a lot of skill. Same as with Raygun if you want to get a cross map kill, because it is quite hard to hit those small bullets halfway across the map. But that's not what we're doing here. We're trying to kite out the monster, so it's much easier. The monster is probably going to be really close to you. It's most probably going to be only a couple of meters of distance. The best way to kite with the Raygun is to do instant 2 shots, move away. 2 shots, move away, 2 shots, move away. You get the gist. Considering you have 28 bullets and you need 9 to kill, yes, exactly, you can technically kite out the monster 9 times with a full charge. Of course, you can mess up, the monster will move unpredictably, and if you mess up a shot here and there, you will have to fire an extra one, but still, the slow is immense, considering you only fire 2 shots and you gain a nice little distance, even better than with the Flamethrower. So yeah, I would definitely say a Raygun is a better kiting weapon than Flamethrower. Now, Cursed Sword, I don't even have to talk about this. Everybody who ran Cursed Sword knows how freaking good it is at kiting. It's probably the best weapon for kiting. Now, of course, there is a problem with both Raygun and Cursed Sword. They are not good against Dollmaster's dolls. Werewolf is a bit harder to hit because his movement speed is immense, but the fact still stands. If you get a good initial hit, the slowdown will be great. You only need 1 hit, run away. 1 hit, run away. And the distance you will get is so big that if you get a direct hit with a Cursed Sword and the monster doesn't walk out of it, but just goes straight through it, you can technically walk away from it and still gain distance. Okay, now that we have those 3 covered, let me show you Holy Cross. With Holy Cross, the only way to effectively kite is to waste approximately 20 charges per kite, which will only give you 3 chances. You'll be able to only kite away the monster 3 times before you have to go in for the kill, and that is only if you have a full charge of Holy Cross. Now, if you compare this to the other weapons, that means that Holy Cross is much less efficient at kiting than any of these 3, even though we consider it much better. To be fair, this doesn't make Holy Cross any less viable of a weapon. It's not all about kiting and killing, it's mostly about ambushing and working with your teammates. But still, everybody praises Holy Cross so much as if it's a godly weapon. I don't want you guys to think that I don't think Holy Cross doesn't need a nerf, because I still think it does, just not in a sense everybody thinks so. I think the range of the Holy Cross is good, the charges, aka the shoot time, and crafting time, all of it stands. I think it's okay. The only thing that I really think is really strong about the Holy Cross is simply how wide it is. If you compare it to a Flamethrower or any other weapon, it's much easier to hit in close proximity. I do believe that's intentional just because how awful it is in kiting compared to the other weapons in the first column, but I still think this is something they need to work around. As I said, I don't think they should touch crafting time, how many charges you get, or anything of that. I only think they need to narrow the beam a little bit so it's easier to evade. Because if you use cross same as me hundreds and hundreds of times, sometimes you mess up a little bit, and if the monster is really close, you will still hit it. Like, you mess up the angle by like 20%, but you still manage to hit the monster. That will not happen with almost any other weapon. And this is what I think arose the problem in the beginning. Maybe if we made it like 5 to 10% narrower, I think that would fix up a lot of issues, because cross at this point doesn't feel like a skill weapon. I mean, there are some other weapons that a lot of people will say it doesn't require any skill, like Flamethrower, but still, Flamethrower can easily miss, especially on Dollmaster dolls. If you played against like a really good Dollmaster who knows their distance, you will know how easy it is to evade it. Like, a lot of good monsters who play Wart and Werewolf will do the same. They will use their speed, they will maneuver around the flame just to get close enough to you. By the time you get a hit on them, they will already be inside of the range, and if you don't start kiting, they will get a hit on you. So yeah, this is just something that I came across like 2 days ago, and I actually thought, oh my god, I need to make a video on this. We need to talk about it, and I need to see what you guys think. I know a lot of people still think cross is too powerful, but maybe after listening to these points, you will have a change of mind. So I want to see what you guys think. Do you still think cross needs a nerf, and why? Let me know down below. As always, if you peeps find the videos enjoyable and don't want to miss out on any future ones, please consider smashing that like button below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. All that being said, wishing you all a beautiful evening, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. See you.